Hello YouTube viewers, this video is on 3 countries in a day. This is our approximate route we took on our 3 countries in a day small group tour. It took 13 hours for this trip. Our first stop was here in Baga, Spain. The city is very clean, and we actually arrived here just as the sun was coming up. We had to leave from Barcelona very, very early. I think it was 6:30 is when we left. Most people hadn't had their coffee, but Henry did show us a coffee shop that was open. Henry's our guide. He did a great job. He drove in and gave us narration as we went along.
The bakery is right there.
It's like big brother.
There you go. Not simply. I'm English. English. Or English. Well, this is the place for one.
There were 6 people in our group. There were supposed to have been 8. One couple didn't show, and the tour had to leave, so it made the van a lot more comfortable. I don't think it would have been very comfortable if we would have had to have all 8 people in there. We teamed up with Mike and Martha from New Orleans. We actually got to see them again later on because they were on the same ship that we were going to be on, the Carnival Freedom. We did have time to get a few pastries, some coffee. I forgot to take pictures, so sorry about that.
You're probably down here.
Just from pictures, I've never been. She's going with the tourists.
Baga was built sometime around the 9th century. In the 13th century, the town was redesigned and reflects medieval design and architecture.
This is the old part. The old part of it. Now, I have a question. I thought castles were castles because they were so huge. And you said there was a teeny tiny castle? And I looked, and if it was the building I'm thinking of, it was just like a large home. So it's like, I wonder what makes a castle a castle. Is it the people that live in it? You know, what their titles?
Baga currently has a population of just over 2,000. As we round the corner, the church you see at the far end of this lane was built in the 14th or 15th century. We were able to go into the church, just into the entryway. It was extremely dark in there, and the video didn't turn out well. The reason why we climbed all these steps up was to see what was up here and to go down these steps we're about to go down. We purchased our tour through Expedia. The tour company was Explore Catalonia. The tour was reasonable. It was approximately $160 per person, which for the length of tour I think was great. We didn't realize it at the time, but we booked the small group side rather than some other tour that they have that is a much larger group. I guess it's 20-some people on a bus. We felt fortunate that we were on this tour. I think they only run this tour twice a week. We started from the Explore Catalonia office, which is only like 3 minutes from our hotel, the Urban Tafagalar. Made it very convenient for us. We had a couple other tours with them. Would highly recommend them. They were well organized, provided great tours. The castle that we're going to see here in the video shortly, we only actually got a fleeting glimpse of it because as we're speeding by. At this point, Henry's tells us that we're going to see a waterfall on the right. And we just barely see it. In all fairness, this tour was not about the waterfall and castles and that sort of thing. They were just on the way. The emphasis was on the 3 countries and the 3 cities we visited. There was a lot of ground to cover. Even as quickly as we did go through everything, it was still, like I say, 13 hours. We didn't make any unnecessary stops other than what was prescribed on the route. We're coming to our second stop, Oxlarm. This city has a population of approximately 1,300. We were lucky because the market was in town this day. We thoroughly enjoyed that, as well as seeing the sights. I will have to say, though, that the thermal water that this town is known for, the reason they have a big spa in the town, did smell a lot, had that sulfur smell.
You break a leg whenever you fall. Manual policy with that.
We're gonna meet back at the bank at 12:25. 1225. Okay? Remember, the parking is just behind the church. It's the only church on town. Okay? Huh? Here. And I'm gonna show you more options. We're gonna see a place for pizzas. They sell slices of French pizza with French cheese. That's another option. It's a good option because you can get your slice of pizza and you can keep going. Yeah, he's the boss at the restaurant I was telling you there. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Ski center.
Smells good through here.
Sure does.
Croque monsieur and croque madame, the typical French sandwich with cheese, with ham and cheese on the top. Depending the kind of cheese on the top, is croque monsieur or croque madame. So, croque monsieur, market day. Yeah, street market. And there's a restaurant there, Le Comptoir. That's an option for food. And also, if you want to drink a glass of wine, a beer, a coffee, that will be a good option. Okay, I'm gonna take you now to another pool, a pool, and then I'm gonna give you the last important information, and I'm gonna let you know how can you get to the park with the sequoia tree. Okay? It's not this way. The bakery.
Okay.
The bakery here.
First and last?
There's a line, a queue there, but it's going very, very fast.
Yes, exactly.
So you smell the chicken. Fried chicken.
Yep.
We have After being in the car for a while, a walk to this park was
kind of a welcome relief. Henry told us about giant sequoia trees here in the park. We believe they were gifted from California. And you'll see us here with our picture in front of one of them.
Just one.
It was lunchtime, so we went to this shop to pick out a few things to eat. While we were here, Tawny found a tablecloth that she really liked and purchased that. We weren't too worried about having to get everything back on a plane since we were making a transatlantic crossing on the ship and space wasn't such an issue for us. I did buy some cheese at the farmer's market. I believe it was goat cheese, but I couldn't swear to it. It was good. We're now heading towards Andorra la Vella. It's absolutely gorgeous drive through the Pyrenees mountains. This was in the last part of October, and we found that the weather was just perfect this day. It was in the upper 60s to low 70s. We did make a quick stop there at the border crossing. Our guide Henry attempted to get our passports stamped for us for Andorra, but there was no one there that could do it for him. Normally that crossing is just a very quick open crossing, but anyway, we kept on going down the road towards Andorra, and it's just a beautiful drive. Pulled off here for a quick stop to take a few photographs and a little video. It was a very picturesque place. I've added an inset here to show the way the road goes through this part of the country. A lot of curves, and it was fairly steep. The camera doesn't show how steep the roads were. This point, I believe, would be our highest point on the drive, and from here out we'll be heading downhill towards Andorra, the city. I believe this spot right here is where, if you were on the other bus, this is where you would have to stop instead of the scenic spot that we stopped at. Andorra la Vella has a population of about 22,000. If you count the surrounding villages and places that are really part of it, it's closer to 40,000. It was a much different experience than we were expecting. I don't know what we were expecting, but it was more of a shopping experience, as you'll see once we get into parked and situated in downtown. This place is known to the surrounding countries as a place that they can come and shop and save on taxes and duties.
Well, up and down, shop, restaurant, bar. If you walk down the street, 5 minutes walking or even less, you're gonna get to a bridge. In that bridge is the melting clock by Salvador Dali. And just crossing the street, well, from there you're gonna see a blue sign, souvenirs. Just crossing this street, on the right hand, there's a store called Eurovision. They have also
This is not There's a bridge over there.
Our last stop was complete now. We headed back, for the most part, along the same route that we came up. We did have one stop at a gas station to use the restroom and get a snack or a drink if we wanted to. We arrived back in Barcelona. It was approximately 7 o'clock by the time we got back to the hotel. All in all, a great day. we would do it again if